to pick our clickers.
Okay.
Hi. Yes, so we want to tell you a little story about a penguin who's in want of a new tuxedo. That story is added by some insights and some takeaways from our project. The story is about books and penguins, like this, nice little creatures running around. They are the mascot of the Penguin Random House Verlagsgruppe GmbH, the German division of Penguin Random House, which is the head company of 40 German publishers with 1,000 employees and up to 2,500 publications each year. This is us. Michael, my name, product owner and business analyst for that client. Volker, who's not here but will introduce himself in a minute.
Yeah, my name is Sergej. I function as a technical product owner and as a developer in this project. Happy to be here and show you maybe some insights of what we had with Penguin Random House.
Okay, so now let the story begin. So what we found in the beginning of our journey was a penguin with a tuxedo that is getting on in years with several scratches and dust. So it's still okay, but not prepared for the next big business adventures. It's more like a modern classic. And so if you're a real bookworm, I guess you will recognize that mascot and find it on a lot of books on your bookshelf.
Yeah, when we started this project, our customer PRH, as we call them, Penguin Random House, they didn't want just to upgrade the CMS to like the next level. They wanted to rethink how they work, how they publish, and how they engage their audience. So that's why we called it a reboot, not an upgrade or something, like a fresh start from the beginning. And I would like to just show you a few reasons, like 10. There were a lot of more, but just 10 reasons to make you understand why they wanted to reboot. So actually they will appear one after the other, but I quickly show all of them to you at once. So I will not hang on every single point, but this 10 reasons, like flexible editorial system, content modules, like the first point is to have some system which is easy to adjust to the needs, like whenever they had something. Here the studio is meant, obviously, working with content modules at scale to have something reusable, story landing pages, landing pages, yeah, which is like a very crucial thing for Penguin Random House, and they really want to have a possibility to quickly bring this to life, to make some journeys, some stories, and all of these points, they should show you that they didn't have it in the beginning. They wanted to have something completely new to achieve this. Like we have different other points like scheduled publication, publication workflows, things which were not in place before that, which seem for us to be obvious and natural, but it's not. And this is something we brought to them in the project. But we didn't do this alone. We had a very good collaboration with our customer.
So let's get back to the story about our penguin. While arriving at home, the penguin found a newsletter with an interesting advertising in his postbox.
Yeah, also here, this is maybe something you all know. I guess everyone knows. Interaction elements like that, where you want to follow somebody or something, some event maybe, or you want to not forget something, you want to look it up later, you want to put something to the watch list. These are basic features from which are known from different websites, and we had to implement this too here, and CoreMedia acts here as the central point which captures all these interactions. And our major point here is to transfer all the data to the customer's CRM Salesforce, so they can kind of create all the profiles of the users and everything like that, and put the notifications right in place. And why we have this slide here, it's basic interactions, yes, but the customer here is somebody who is promoting books, so they want to be like very stable in that thing by notifying people. So that was very crucial to them, that this is like very resilient, really good functional, and people always get notified when some author published something or something is new on the market. They need to be first by publishing or by notifying.
Okay, so when the penguin reads the newsletter, he becomes curious and goes to the city to check the local job windows, like the tailor-made landing pages published by Penguin Random House, with the option to add editorial content, but also imported products, events, authors, and other detailed information. So, with a set of more than 40 different modules we had in place while launching that page, Penguin has been able to produce great and good performing, or perfectly performing landing pages. But in some cases, you also get suspicious visitors, and you have to shut down your doors. Even if you publish controversially discussed titles with a lot of lovers and haters, like Zelensky or Rushdie or Prince Harry, or publications by Obama. So that causes peaks of malicious traffic. And here is link 11, CDN and DDoS protection in one system, the solution the Penguin trusts in. Yeah, next day, in the morning, like every day, the Penguin's favorite tailor is receiving some new goods and textiles, so fresh fabrics every morning, and that's the tailor's secret to stay current, like our data import.
Yeah, data import. We have a dedicated service written for that. I really like this slide because it looks like a flower, but it's actually a Venn diagram. And I think I remember the times where it was mandatory to have like Venn diagrams in IT presentations. We don't have AI, so we have this at least in our slides. So yeah, we have basically 4 data domains which we have to align somehow. They are overlapping in many ways, and CoreMedia acts here as the central hub to do so. In the next slide, maybe some facts and features. There are not a lot of written here, but data freshness is a key requirement. I will come to that point in some later slides as well when it comes about performance, for example, but that was very mandatory because the data import service is for us something like a 24/7 employee. It's working all the time, it's importing new data, updating data all the time. It has run very efficient. For example, you have a lot of editions, books, they have, like, you know, most probably this labeling from Spiegel, like it's a bestseller. That might change quickly, and so we have to react also quickly. The same thing with coming soon labels, or it's now available, or with pricing. So whatever happens in the real world has to come to the website as soon as possible. So, and we have to make sure that the imported data, because it's not created in the CoreMedia system like this basic data, that it's important into the system as soon as possible. So we have altogether more than 500 editions, reviews, events, and so on. Affiliate data, very important topic for monetizing. We have to take care about that all the links work proper to point to the right editions. Over 12,000 authors we have to take care about to build their pages.
Okay. Immediately after filling up the Tailor store, our Penguin has much more options to choose from. But that sometimes makes it much more difficult to decide. So a good classification is necessary. Yeah, and what we found in the area of books is an extensive external taxonomy tree provided by the Börsenverein des Deutschen Buchhandels e.V. Unbelievable. So if you're interested, just have a look at that URL, and it's really amazing what they have. So every publication, every book is connected to that taxonomy tree, but that's not really consumable by a user. So what we did is to map this information within the tree, like you see here marked FHX, which comes from that tree, to a much leaner taxonomy within CoreMedia, which is absolutely user-focused, and the result can be seen here. So we have category pages based on that taxonomy tree with categories with those icons on top, and subcategories, and a depthness, I guess, of 4, which is absolutely enough for the user to reach the demanded book. Yeah, now the Penguin is getting much closer to the right Tuxedo. So that one's nice, but not exactly what he wants. Some adjustments needs to be done, like on our tailor-made author pages. Yeah, it's the details that make the difference.
Yeah, next topic we quickly run through is orchestration and enrichment of structured content. A very long title. It basically is about when we think about content creation, we think about somebody sitting in front of the studio and creating content by hand. It's thinking about, I want to have this collection, this module, and this is something we do as well, but we have also some requirements where they want to have, for example, the author pages or the product detail pages. They are again generated automatically by the imported data. So this is something like a few examples how they look like. I quickly step through them, but some interesting point or thing we wanted to point out here is how they can actually step in if they want to change something. We have all our imports done already, and they want to enrich this content for some certain author or some dedicated product. We introduced the possibility where they can add, like create by hand some collection, some module, and they can decide for what product or for what author this is meant to be, and it's rendered on the page. So it's like reverse content relations we added here. Okay, yeah, but one size doesn't fit all. You have to measure the details. So we started with the smallest because it's a small penguin. So mobile first approach set, like Volker said previously. Here's some takeaways from our project. A very high percentage of mobile users we found on this project. So maybe you should check your mobile usage in detail. That has been quite interesting here. Yeah, then the Lighthouse report is quite fine, gives a lot of insights, but really do real life tests. Our client tested our page while sitting in the subway in Munich, and there we gained a lot of insights. And after our optimization, we had I guess now great performance of the site.
Software emulations do not behave like physical devices, so QA on physical mobile devices is absolutely needed. Even browser stack do not always show the reality, even if they promise to use physical devices. Traffic peaks in uncommon time slots, so yeah, align your publication hours, content, newsletter delivery to your customer's period of high attention. Yeah, now the client is demanding and the Tuxedo must be ready in time, so the tailor races the clock.
Now, website performance, also very crucial topic for the customers. So in the beginning, there were maybe some troubles. We had to deal with a lot of legacy calls. We had kind of to process, to clarify all these things. And performance is, I wouldn't say it's easy to handle in the variant if you like put a lot of caching layers inside. But the crucial thing here was to be up to date with the data and also have like this very good performance by using like varnish CDN caches and also have like a very efficient running CAE, the content application engine. And this slide just shows or should show that we run through all these layers with the data, and as soon as something, and we are very, very performant in the very end on the client side. And but we also have to keep that performance without sacrificing it by adding always the current data. So we always exchange. If something happens, we have new imported data, and that happens quite frequently during the day, that we propose this, transfer this new data to the CDN in the very end. So it's always fresh, always up to date.
Okay, best performance and ready in time. The tux is on. Let the penguin shine. Yeah. A perfect match, the penguin and his new tuxedo. Ready for the next big business adventures in the wide ocean of the internet. So, now only some takeaways are left. Yeah, as mentioned before, check your mobile traffic. Could be more than expected. Do load traffic simulations based on the logs of your old system before launching the new system. Specify the behavior and interdependency of your caching layers. Optimize your caching configuration. Transform your product taxonomy into a clear and user-oriented structure and language. And enrich your structured data, maybe by using, and that's the first time we say it, AI, but we used it. Maybe you recognize Uber here. So yeah, and one final recommendation by our penguin for all the social media addicted: stop doom scrolling, read books.